What's up you guys, and welcome back to the channel, and indeed welcome back to more Car Mechanic Simulator. So last time we got started with the tutorial and that was a fairly short episode. I am going to look to and aim to make these episodes fairly short. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do go ahead and do that. That would really make my day and also help you to be able to check out when any new content comes out on my channel. If you enjoyed this video, please do leave me a like, and if you played this game especially, please do hit me up in the comments section. I'd love to hear what you think of it and what you've got up to playing this game. But we're now moved on from our previous episode, which was we started off with a tutorial, kept the episode fairly short, and this is now us now in our new garage, as you can see. So it's different to the previous garage. It's fairly small. It doesn't have the same number of rooms. It does have the sort of same things on hand, although it doesn't have the things like the spray shop and things like that. But we are able to get started here. Now, what it doesn't tell you is how actually to get started. So you can wander around, you can press on things, you can stride the menu button and the view button, which are completely useless in this game. They don't actually do anything whatsoever. But there's a number of different buttons you can press. You can try the computer, for example, which is basically an ordering tool. It doesn't do anything else. There's no email or anything like that here. So you're kind of left stumped. I mean, I certainly was. I didn't know what to do. But what you've got to do is pick up your phone, and then you can start looking at your orders. So in order to do that, you need to press Y, and this brings up what is called the pie menu. And on here, you've got the different things. You've got part notes, you've got inventory, you've got the orders, and the settings menu. So the setting menu does literally nothing at all. It's got a save, a load, and it can also take you back to the main menu. What we want to do is go to our phone and go to orders. Now you would think that is us ordering something, but what we're actually doing is this is our orders. So this is orders that are coming from customers, and in this instance we've got this first order here, which we've got 26 seconds left to accept. And in this instance it's saying, a year and a half ago I bought this car for my son. He said that he's not interested in anything except driving it and occasionally filling it up at the gas station. Please check the oil and the tyres. So we'll take the order, and once we do that, you can see the car's appeared here in our garage now. So we're going to check the oil and we're going to check the tyres now. What I want to do is go to back to this pie menu, but on the actual car itself, and take a look at the overview. Well, that didn't actually work there. Let's try again. There we go. So we can see that the tyres look like they're spent, and also I think that's the oil filter there. The oil filter potentially has some issues, and I think if we take a step back and get that to switch off, we open the hood here, also called the bonnet in the UK. I can't actually see what that is, but if we go in a little bit, the fuel filter. Okay, of course the oil filter's kind of down there a little bit. With this game, the controls change as you zoom in this mode and you focus in. It then changes to the right stick becomes a sort of cursor, and the left stick is then for moving around. Where in this mode you're sort of moving around with the left stick, and I guess you are still controlling the cursor with the right stick. So I guess it doesn't change a great deal, but yeah, it just becomes more accurate, I think. Now we can also go back into the pie menu and we can select car status. So it tells us here a number of things. So firstly, we need an air filter, we need standard tyre B, and we're going to need 4 of those, and we're going to need a fuel filter. And it tells us over to the side as well. It repeats that initial instruction, but it's also telling us change oil. So drain old and refill with new. So I think potentially outside of these 6 items, we may also need a new oil filter as well. So maybe I wasn't wrong in that guess there, but that certainly was a guess. Let's get this hood closed. What we'll do is we'll go into here and we'll move the car, and we'll move it over to car lifter A. So that's shifted now over to here. Now it's up to you where you start. I mean, it doesn't tell you what to do. There's no instructions. We know that the fuel filter needs changing, so I wonder whether we should start there. Let's start off on the get on the computer a sec. So let's start off here, and see if we can find our parts first. So we know we're going to need a fuel filter. Now, I think what could be good, because there's a number of different things here, obviously, and we know we're going to need an air filter as well, but it's a case of which one. I'm guessing that one. I'll tell you what, it's $11. We'll order an air filter, get one of those. We'll also get a fuel filter if we can find one. Okay, well, it's looking very complex. I think what's a good idea is if we go to search with the X, you might not be able to see me typing this because it's brought up the keyboard, the Xbox keyboard. What I'll do is I'll just put fuel in there. So there's a couple of different there's one fuel filter. Those are the things, are different things. So let's go with fuel filter. We'll get one of them bought. That's $30. Now we also said some tyres. So if we come back in here, how do we get back out of here? Oh, we keep coming out the screen. Hang on. Change category. No, that's not really good. How do we come out of here? Back. Oh, Y. Y button. I was expecting it to be B, but B is actually closed. So what we're going to do is go all tyres and off-road tyre B, race tyre B. We want just a standard tyre B from $90 each. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Different sizes, different width, different profiles. So, yeah, I remember now. That's something you need to know because you can run up a cost here if you don't pay attention to which ones you're actually ordering. So we'll come back to that. For the time being, we've got a fuel filter and we've got an air filter. Now I think that we can get cracking, I think, and get those two things changed. So this is the air intake, and what we'll do here is if we focus on part, nope, A, oh there we go. Right, so we'll undo this clip if I can figure out what to do here. There we go. So we hold down. We want to be zoomed out a bit there because how do we zoom out? There we go. If we can just press on this. There we go. Is there any other clips? Oh, it looks like there's two others here. And this one. Right, that's our cover loose. That's our cover off. Take this old air filter out, right? And then what we want to do is, I believe, if we go to pie menu, we go to part mount, maybe. Is this going to be the new one? It looks like it's the new one in the bottom left corner there. Hold A. Okay, now it gives us the option. So we have one that's 100%, which is our brand new one, and we have one which is 1%. So we'll put the 100% one in, and we'll also replace the cover. Yep, that one. So we're just putting the one back on, basically. It's 89%, and then we want to fix this. Okay, so we've took the clips off. We're going to put them back on. There's one on. There's two on. Trying to get this into place. It's a little bit fiddly. 3, and up to this one. And that one's going to be 4. There we go. So that one's sorted. Now, if you come out with there, and if we now go back to our car status, we'll see that our air filter is now ticked green. So that's a good sign. That means that that's sorted. Right, let's have a look at this fuel pump then. Fuel filter. Hopefully it's not going to be too much of an issue. Accessible from the engine bay. Right, it looks pretty rusty there. Let's hold down. Accessible from engine bay. Right, well I think that means that we can't get to it from here. So let's close the bonnet a sec. Let's get in here. We'll press on this. Right, we'll take this thing all the way up. Right, let's see if we can see it now. There it is. Can we get to that? Accessible from engine bay. Well, it's not really letting us in there, is it? Is there another way of getting in? Seeing a lot of suspension there. Can we get to this as well? We want to be really in on that. We want to be in on that oil filter as well there. Why is it saying purely suspension? As if that's their only option when the car's up here. That's very strange. Okay. Let's lower down. It seems odd to me that. Not too sure entirely what the problem is. I can't help but think, it's focused on that there, I can't help but think that to get in here, maybe we need to come in from this side. Well, that doesn't really give us access either, does it? This is very odd. Engine. Okay. Okay. Right, okay, I think we were just I think we were zoomed in too much. So that's the fuel filter off. Let's see if we can fit our other one. Mount part. Fuel filter. Okay, we're going to put our new one on. So that's that in place. Now let's come out. Let's have a look. Oh no, that's not quite right. Let's get back to the car. There we go, car status. So our fuel filter's in place. We've got 4 tyres and we want to change the oil, so drain the old and refill with new. Now it doesn't actually mention changing the oil filter there. So I know that that's something that my dad always told me to do. Maybe we don't need to do that at all, but yeah, I'm kind of like, it doesn't seem quite right to me that. Is there anything that we can do with the oil at this particular, if we focus in on it? So we can refill, but we haven't actually emptied. We do need to empty from the bottom, I would say. Can we focus in on it this way? Accessible from under the car, on lifter, which is exactly what we did. Right, let's put it back up. Oh, I should have pulled that bonnet down there. Oh well, never mind. Hasn't hit the ceiling at least. Right, let's see if we can do this time. So it's saying suspension. Oh, there we go. I just needed to press on it. Oil filter. Right, so that is right, but what we do need is, we need our oil drainer, wherever that is. Where's it gone? Here it is. Move equipment. Car lifter A. Right, so that's in place, because if we took this off we'd have oil everywhere. If we just took this off now, we would literally just have oil just spilling everywhere, and I wonder if it would even, we'd have oil all over the floor. I wonder if that would even happen. Maybe I should have tried. Let's take this off. Now hopefully it should be draining there. Ah, there we go. Was that it? There wasn't much oil in there, was there? Oh well. We'll move that back away. Place equipment back. Right, so that's gone back where it was. Right. So that's our oil filter off. I'll tell you what we'll do is, let's see if we can focus and see if we can, if we go mount part. Right, let's see now. Let's see what state that oil filter was in. If we go to mount part by holding down there. So it's 69%. I'm going to just put it back on because that's fine. It doesn't ask us to replace that. Right, so that's in place. We need to put some oil back in because it's empty. But while we're up here, can we take this wheel off? Standard tyre A. If we focus on it, there we go. So all I'm doing there is just holding down A and they're just coming off. So the wheel's off. We'll just do that with the rest of them while it's up there. No, we don't want to take off the brake discs. Probably wouldn't let us anyway. Right, okay. And once again with this one, zoom in a little bit, just by pressing A once, and then we're going to hold down A to take it off. And holding down A to unscrew those wheels. So, last one. Right, so that's all the wheels off. Now, can we somehow see the size of the tyres? Because we can look at our tyre changer here, use this and separate parts. Right, okay, this is where we can see it here. So the tyres that we've got are 205, 55. Now it says A there. 205, 55. Is that an R or an A? Maybe an R. 205, 55, 16. Right, okay. Let's see if we can get those tyres ordered. 4 of them. Let's go to the computer. And it did say standard tyre B, I believe. 4, 16. And it was 205, 55, $872. Right, okay, let's hope they're right. Buy. There we go. Right, they're bought. Right, let's see if we can get these wheels separated and get the new tyres on. So we'll separate this one first. Is that done? Yeah, we do. So this part takes a bit of time. I mean, you should be able to skip this really, but I guess in terms of a sim, I guess that's the way it goes. Take those parts, right, let's do the others. Separate. Yep. I tell you guys, to be honest with you, this game feels good. I mean, you know, I say this often on this channel, don't I? It's hard to express. But if you're looking for a game that allows you to do this type of thing and learn, I mean, there is a bit of a learning experience, I do have to say, because, you know, this is the type of thing that, you know, if you take a car to a garage, this is the type of thing that they do. But it's good to see, it's good to be sort of a part of, even though obviously we're not using any skill here apart from operating the controller. Right, okay, what we'll do is we will install, we'll take this rim and we will take our new 100% tyre and we'll select that. Yes, we do want to install. And away we go. So there's one on. We'll take that. We'll install another one. Rim and a tyre. Yep. I'm just glad we got the right ones. I would think that if we didn't get the right tyres there, it wouldn't let us get to this stage. I'm not 100% on that, but I would assume that. Tyre. There we go. Jobs are good and so far. Really pleased with how this is going. We'll take this one. And one more. The last one, on it goes. And there we go. So if you're into car mechanics at all, obviously you'll probably be more interested in getting into the actual garage, but we want to balance these tyres now, I think, is the next stage. I think that little red mark there is saying that it's unbalanced, so we'll balance. Once again, we're just sort of sat here waiting for this to do, but at least it sort of gives you an idea of what they get up to when you're changing your tyres when you take your car to the garage. You know? So we'll take this one and we will balance another one. There we go. I guess you could set one, you know, you could sort one out on here And while that one's sort of on there, you could put another one in here to balance. So that might be worth doing next if I remember. Probably forget by the time that comes round. Right, so there's that one sorted. We'll take this one and we'll stick another one on. Oh, right, that's underway. So we're going to put these tyres on and then we're going to put some oil in and hopefully that'll be as good to go. We can also sell the used parts that we've got. I'm not entirely too sure how to do that right now, but I'll figure it out when we get on the computer. So we'll take this one and our last one, we'll get this balanced. Let's see if we can go and sell those while we're just waiting for that one to finish there. See if we can sell these pieces off. Okay, we sort of came out of there again. Have we got any parts to sell? Where are parts kept? Where are our parts kept? Well, there's some tyres on there, but it doesn't seem to be where our parts are kept. I'm sure you could sell the stuff. Maybe I'm just making it up. Let's have a look on here. Part notes. Nothing. I think that shopping list opens up at some point. Ah, here we go, inventory. Okay, we can sell. Okay, we don't want to sell these wheels. We can sell this old air filter for. Doesn't tell us how much that's worth. Doesn't tell us how much any of it's worth. All I can see is that that's 1% condition. Let's see if we can sell. See how much it's worth. So we've currently got $3,087. Sell all parts that condition is below or equal to 15%. Okay. Okay, well, you give us a little bit. Better than nothing. Right, we'll take this one. That stuff's all used anyway, so it's not like we're not going to be able to use it for anything. And we'll zoom in here. I think if we open the pie and then part mount, we should be able to put one of these wheels back on here. So it's showing 85% condition. That's the wheel that's causing that. The tyres are fine. Put these back on. Great. Next one. Back in our pie menu again, part mount. Get this rim on. So yeah, it's showing there. The wheel itself is much lower percentage at the top there. The tyre in itself is 100%. That's that one on. Next one. Whoopsie daisy, we took off the catalytic converter there. Oh dear, that was an accident. How do we put this back on? Yeah, it came off there. No, wrong one. How do we get back involved? How do we get back involved with that particular part of the car? Because we took the catalytic converter off by accident. Work on part. Let's go to part mount. Yeah. Hold. Well, the catalytic converter is 69%. Well, we'll get that back on anyway. Well, you know, that's just extra. We won't charge for that. Maybe we should. Checked over your catalytic converter while you're in here, mate. Yeah, you need that sorted soon. Don't forget to come back. Right, okay. Another wheel on here. Now that we've focused on what we're doing instead of just taking random parts off the car. Right, let's go back to here. Work on part. And part mount. And our last wheel on. Still a bit rusty, this car. Could do a bit of work, couldn't it? There we go. So there's our wheels on. So we should have done everything now. If we check our car status, we've done everything. All we need to do is just put some oil back in, because that could be a real problem if we don't do that, I'll tell you. Right, so to lower down, we need to press on this once. These buttons here are totally sort of inactive. It does say up, down, and then lock, and then power at the top, but they don't actually do anything, the buttons themselves. It is a case of either pressing A on it, which will just, if I did that now, it'd just take it back up, or I need to hold down A to drop it to the floor. There we go, car is nicely down. So we want to put our oil back in. So we zoom in. We want to focus on this part, and we will take that off, and we'll start filling. Yes, get that in there. It's not Castrol GTX Superior Premium Motor Oil. Right, that's filled, that's back on. And I think that's our job done now. Get the hood closed. Now, how do we finish job? We go to car status and finish order. How do we get down to that? So we go all the way down? No? Oh, we just press A. 2,351. Job's a good one. You're out of figures, son. That's a good one. Nice one. Excellent. So that's gives us a bit of money. I don't know what we're going to use our money for. Now, I have seen where people have been playing and sort of buying cars from the scrapyard, and as a result of that, being able to do a car up from scratch, which could be fun. I'd like to be able to get to that stage. For now, guys, I just want to say thanks so much for joining me for this episode of Car Mechanic Simulator. I forgot the name of it there. If you enjoyed this episode, please do leave me a like. Please do let me know in the comments. If you want to let me know what you think of my car mechanic skills, please do go ahead and do that. That could be fun. I want to say thanks so much for coming through and checking out this video today, guys, and I'll catch you guys again soon.